Greetings and thank you for joining the weekly meditation of Calgary Mindfulness, where every Sunday morning we meditate for 15 minutes on a different topic, often suggested by our practicing community. If you would like to join these meditations live, or if you would like to attend in-person meditations around the Calgary area during the summer months, please email calgarymindfulness@gmail.com. I hope you enjoy this practice and wishing you a wonderful week. Good morning and welcome to our weekly Sunday meditation. I am pre-recording this one because I am away tomorrow as well, on Sunday, February 15th. I'm just taking a deep breath, settling into the body. I see that, you can probably see I'm in my little messy kitchen corner office thing, full of herbs and scrap paper and aprons. I just wanted to finish the recording without having to set up in my music studio. And noticing where the feet plant on the ground, relaxing your hands in your lap. Relaxing the face, relaxing the belly, just enjoying this wonderful time we have together. Still have this pretty bad cold and respiratory condition, so I'll have to drink once in a while during our practice or I will lose my voice. I'm just very grateful to be sitting in presence with you today, to join our hearts and thoughts for peace, for ease, for clarity, for all beings. For peace and ease for the earth, for animals. And just freely sharing our abundance and wisdom and respect for all life as we continue to breathe, relaxing the body, relaxing the mind, pulling ourselves out of the wheel of worrying about what's coming, obsessing over what's past. And bringing ourselves right to this present moment, offering service to others, to the world, to the planet, to all life. And in doing so, giving ourselves a very big service. And just enjoying how wonderful this math is, that in giving we receive. The antidote to all fearfulness is in giving freely of our heartfulness to others. Then the meaning we make of circumstances is less fearful, less warlike. By popular request, we are continuing our theme of how we keep ease and clarity and peacefulness developing in our minds and hearts, despite the fact that the external world looks like it's going bananas. And not just American politics, the cost of food is rising. The incidence of mental health, serious mental health problems is rising. And just continuing to breathe, noticing the body, relaxing the body, being very present with the body's sensations to pull us off the wheel of obsession for the past, worry for the future. Rubbing our thumbs on our fingertips. Sending our awareness up the body through the knees, the hips and spine, enjoying the straightness of our spine, while also being relaxed. Pausing to give any extra special attention to areas of our body that are sick or suffering right now. And returning to the breath, reminding ourselves, with each breath in, I bring ease to my body and mind. With each exhalation, I am home. And observing the body, this metacognition prevents the amygdala from taking over our fear response to uncertainty and worry. Noticing how we feel. I am sitting. My feet are touching the floor. My clothing is soft. And now calling to mind people and circumstances against which we hold grievance, personal, political, public, you name it. Allow them to come to mind. Perhaps a list of people and circumstances arise where we struggle to offer our self-forgiveness for mistakes we have made. And just reminding ourselves that all condemnation of others is self-condemnation. Ouch. And so with each breath, we are willing to offer forgiveness to others and ourselves so that we can be free to engage authentically with intention in the moment, offering highest and best to ourselves and others, aligning with our goals and vision. Repeating to ourselves, God is the love with which I forgive. God is the love in which I am blessed. God is the love with which I forgive others and myself. And noticing the ease that arises as we let go of what may be consuming our minds and bodies and hearts. Noticing perhaps that the hardest things to let go of are the self-condemnation and self-reproach. Where we feel we have not been respected, the root cause may be because we have not respected ourselves. And that's the painful part to let go of. As we continue to sit in practice, noticing what meaning arises. What's the meaning we've made in our narrative by holding on to our grievances against others and against ourselves? So all attack against others is actually self-attack. And by holding to this idea, we are committing to the psychological and emotional maturity it takes not to lash out and blame others for what's happened, for how we think, for how we act in the moment. We are leaving the daycare. It's hard to leave the daycare when it feels like others aren't leaving the daycare. They don't want to leave the daycare. What they are doing does not matter. It is not within our control. We only have control over the meaning we make of circumstances. And that is a superpower. Are we going to make love or fear out of the circumstances? Breathing in deeply. For those of us who have experienced pretty severe trauma, the fearful meaning we make of things is no longer only with the mind. The body has a fear response that cannot be noticed without metacognition, without mindfulness. So committing to observing and surrendering that fear response. I am worrying. I am nervous. I am feeling unlovable. I am feeling unrespected. Noticing that and allowing it to pass. Keep talking it through. We may have people in our lives, or even if you're watching this and you do not feel that self-condemnation and self-judgment are an obstacle, that indeed everyone else can be blamed for everything, well, you're beginning this journey. And we all have to start somewhere. Breathing in, I ease my mind and body. Breathing out, I am safe, I have arrived. Noticing the ease that arises during this breath meditation, and all of the thoughts that hijack that, allowing them to pass, offering them up, so that we can stay connected to this stream of ease, flow, and safety. Remember, the mind doesn't believe what's true. The mind believes what we repeat. The body believes what we repeat. If we have repeated a painful story to ourselves enough times, that's where we're stuck. We need to change the narrative. Breathing in, I am safe. I am home. And breathing out, I ease my body and mind. Over the week, we are committing to paying attention to our narrative, the inner dialogue. How often are we telling ourselves we are unsafe, we are not arrived, we are not worthy, we're not there? Pay attention to those thoughts and release them with the breath. Remind ourselves, breathing in, I ease my body and mind. Breathing out, I am safe, I am arrived, I am home. Breathing in, God is the mind with which I forgive. Breathing out, God is the love with which I am blessed, with which I am forgiven. God is the mind with which I forgive. God is the love with which I am forgiven. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you next week. I will be here next week. Have a wonderful Sunday. Bye-bye.